Hey guys, Steve here. I had a video all set for you guys ready to go that I made last night, which I'll release tomorrow because it has some good information for you. But the burning question that I've been getting from everyone has been answered overnight. So I switched gears and I'm going to get this information out for you so everyone's on the same page. The question is, why am I sometimes losing silver after a match? Now, the concept is, it's like World of Tanks if you played that game, which I know a lot of you have. It's like if you played tier 10 games, especially without a premium account, it's very hard to make money in those games. You have to have a good game. It's quite easy to lose money. So it's called a service fee, and it's a fixed cost at each tier. Now, they say to avoid confusion, we plan to make the service costs visible on the results screen in the near future, which is very good. It needed to be done from the beginning. I think it's unfortunate because it's caused a lot of confusion in its absence, but keep in mind they are going to implement that on the results page soon. So let's jump right into it. The service cost is basically a fixed cost per match, and it goes up by tiers. So just jumping in your ship, you're incurring a cost, and the higher up you go, the more the cost is. At tier 1, I wasn't testing that because I'm not trying to seal club and beat the snot out of new players. The service cost at tier 1 is 0, which makes sense. At tier 2, 6,250. So just by starting up a tier 2 match, it's going to cost you 6,250 credits. At tier 3, 8,750. Tier 4, 15,000. Tier 5, 28,750. And at tier 6, you see your big jump. It's 101,250 credits. And at tier 7, there's 160,000 credit service cost. Alright? So again, that's a base cost. And how this is working, it's being subtracted by the silver that you see you've earned on the results screen. So for instance, in a tier 7 game, let's say you earned 200,000 credits according to the results screen. Your profit would be 40,000. Now, in addition to that, there is a reloading fee, and they're saying it's usually about 5 to 10% of the cost shown above. And that kind of coincides with what I've been finding. Essentially, the longer the match went on, the higher the fee would be. And they're calling it a reloading fee. What I was finding in my testing, it seemed to me that the more shots you fired from your main gun, the more torpedoes you shot, and possibly the secondary shots fired. I'm not 100% sure about that because it's a little bit harder to test, but we can just assume all three of those contribute to a smaller percentage cost of that. So keep that all in mind. That basically what it comes down to. The other thing I was testing was which tier was going to be the most profitable to try and earn silver at. Because when you're trying to grind out silver for those high tier ships to unlock or to purchase the ships or unlock modules, upgrades, it gets very pricey at the higher tiers. So my personal question that I had was what tier was it going to be the best to grind at. Very clearly it looks to be tier 5, because the higher the tier you're playing, the more silver you're going to be earning per match. And then the fees, that's where the big jump is between tier 5 and tier 6. Premium ships, it says, have a slightly discounted service cost at tier 5 and 6. So I don't currently have any tier 5 or 6, so I wasn't able to test those. But the service costs for the lower tiers, from what they're saying, it appears to be the same as the regular ships. Now there is a boost to the silver earned by playing premium. So if you have a tier 5 premium, there is an Arizona in the shop right now. That's going to be the ultimate way to earn silver, is tier 5 premiums, then regular tier 5s, then tier 4 premium, regular tier 4, so on and so forth down the line. Potentially tier 6 premiums, we'll have to see when we get the Atlanta. Maybe I'll do some testing to kind of try and pinpoint exactly what the service cost is for that ship when it comes out, and I'll update you once I figure that out. But the reason they do this, they just don't want people to unlock tier 7s and then just only play those. So this encourages you to play your lower tier ships. I don't have a problem with them doing that. I just wish it was spelled out more transparently right from the beginning. But they have resolved the issue by releasing this data, so I appreciate that. Hopefully you do too. The other things I was testing for was A, does dying affect the cost, and B, does winning or losing affect the cost. I didn't see any correlation. They come right out and say if your ship is lost, that doesn't affect the fee. That matches with what I was testing. Wins and losses, I don't see any change in those. Again, I was trying to accumulate a lot of data to know for sure, but I assume that doesn't matter at this point. So that's basically all the information we have from them. Like I say, I was getting a lot of questions about that, so hopefully that helps you out. I'm just going to let this game run out. It's a game that I was playing at a lower tier during the test. It was a pretty good game, so for those of you looking to up your British Destroyer game, hopefully this one helps. But I'm not going to narrate the rest of it just because I haven't been paying attention to it. So if you did like the video, please hit the thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. We've got plenty of World of Warships content coming out all the time. Questions about this, comments, let me know below. I'd love to hear from you guys. And we'll see y'all later. Alright, peace.